Know who is responsible for the crisis. We promise to keep naming names. And tonight we're adding another one. Allan Greenspan, the second longest serving chairman of the Federal Reserve. Here's 360's Tom Foreman.
For nearly 20 years, no one held greater sway over the U.S. economy than Federal Reserve Chairman Allan Greenspan. When he raised or lowered interest rates, he rocked the financial world.
The economy is doing reasonably well.
Greenspan's use of interest rates to encourage investment and discourage inflation was widely praised as he steered the markets toward recovery after the dot-com bust and then again after 9/11. He helped put oceans of Americans into homes by creating a favorable environment for low-cost or adjustable-rate mortgages. But hold on, says Peter Schiff, who has his own brokerage firm, once advised Ron Paul, and was an early critic of Greenspan.
The reason they were able to get all these teaser rates was because the Fed artificially kept those short-term interest rates down. There would be no subprime problem. There would be no exploding arms right now if it weren't for the artificially low interest rates that made it possible for people to borrow under those terms.
Such critics say Greenspan's low rates made borrowing money seem too safe and easy. Some people bought homes they could not afford. Businesses took risks and made investments they should have avoided. And everyone who took part, like a person on a credit card buying spree, appeared richer until the house of cards fell. Greenspan was warned that problems were developing in the subprime market, but he appears to have never lost his faith that market forces, not more regulation, would keep the situation from exploding. And at moodyseconomy.com, Mark Zandi believes Greenspan always meant well.
And I think he felt that, we were in a period of weak economic conditions, and what better way to get out of this than try to stimulate home ownership. And unfortunately, it didn't work quite the way he had thought it would.
Greenspan did not answer our request to talk about all of this, but he has often defended his policies, suggesting greed is really to blame for creating the financial flood. But in retrospect, even some of his supporters admit he did help set up the problem. And according to some critics,
the reason we have a flood is because Allan Greenspan blew up the dam.
That makes Allan Greenspan one of our 10 most wanted culprits of the collapse. Anderson?
So let's make it official. Allan Greenspan, appointed by Reagan. He served under both Bushes and Bill Clinton. He now joins our 10 most wanted culprits of the class. We began last week with Joe Cassano from AIG, followed by Richard Fuld from Lehman Brothers, Chris Cox from the SEC, and last night, Senator Phil Gramm of Texas. Just ahead on 360.